Today on Archangel Reviews, we are taking a look at the Neca Texas Chainsaw Massacre Ultimate Leatherface figure. I've been excited for this guy because I've seen the recent film a few weeks back. A little ridiculous, but it was overall entertaining. And this figure is of one of the most iconic horror villains. Just had to get him. And when I saw the film, I was quite a fan of Leatherface. So let's dive in and see what we have. Starting with the box, as you can see, it says who will survive and what will be left of them. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Picture of Leatherface there. 40th anniversary. Neca Real Toys. Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the back. Shows pictures. And here's what it comes with. Includes 2 interchangeable heads, cleaver, knife, meat hook, mallet, and chainsaw. I've seen a lot of people call it a hammer, and I think I'd be more or less inclined, but I'm going to ask tomorrow. When I go to college, I'm going to take the figure with me, and I'm just going to say, look, is this a mallet, or is this a chain, or is this a hammer? Okay, so if we open the box, get a nice image of Leatherface there with his trophy wall, and in the back, and here you get Leatherface himself. What's nice is if I just open this, and I had a bit of an accident with my box, so it's a bit ripped, as you can probably see. If we take this out and remove the cardboard, it is actually the trophy room. So that's nice. And you got the figure here with the soft vinyl cape and all that. Okay, so let's get into the figure. Okay, so here we have Leatherface out of the packaging, and let's just take a look at his accessories overall. So first you get this alternate head, the old lady mask. I remember seeing this in the film. He wore a blue apron with it on. Unlike the MASSACRE version, this one actually looks movie accurate. So, take Leatherface here. Lift his arms up. And, yeah! As you can see, that is a very thin peg. I'm not overly happy about that. And we just ram that one in. Fits on quite snug. And that's what it looks like with that on. Probably going to keep this one on. I'm not much of an alternate heads person. Probably going to keep this standard one on just because the standard one looks better. Next, what you get is the knife. Nice looking knife. And this will go into his hand. Though the tassels make it somewhat difficult, and the sculpt of the hand overall. Come on. Yeah, you don't want to hold it. This is what it looks like holding the knife. This is what he, holding the knife. I know it's facing the wrong way, but I can get him to hold it. Then you have the meat cleaver. This can say very nice. Here is Leatherface with his meat cleaver. It's a nice accessory. Mine wasn't warped at all, fortunately. Here we have the hammer, or mallet, whatever you want to call it. You want to call it a hammer. Nice weapon. Very iconic in the movie. And that just, again, goes into his hand. Which is pretty nice. You could get him posed like he's about to whack you with it or throw it. Whatever you want to do. He's got the bone bracelet as well, which is a separate piece, but it's attached to the wrist. It is separate, so you can move it about and turn it, but it's not going to come off because of the wrist here. Then you have, I'll just move these accessories out of the way, the ones that we've reviewed. A meat hook. This is what you use to impale a victim. And you could, you know, if you really wanted to. I'm not saying you have to do this, but you get him holding it. And it does fit nicely in his hand. So you could have him, you know, or you could, you know, you could have him hold it. Pretty cool. And now the most iconic weapon, and it's part of the name of the film, the chainsaw. This is probably what I'm going to display my figure with. I might display him holding the chainsaw in one hand and holding maybe the hammer in the other or the meat cleaver. I don't know. This is a beautiful looking chainsaw. Nope, I can't even get around on it. As you can see, it's got all nice ornamentation in there. It's got little gears, the blade continues inside. Hammer's a bit gummy, and the blade's a bit soft as well, and this is also soft, so, you know, it's not going to break. I like how this is gummy, it makes it easier to get into his hand. I'm going to cut here and get it into his hand because it is quite difficult. I'll be back in a second. Here is Leatherface with the chainsaw. Now this piece actually, this bar piece actually detaches, so it makes inserting into his hand much easier. And getting this in is, well, it's tough enough as it is because the hands are quite a tight grip and it's difficult to slide things between your finger and thumb. Okay, so I just remove this and we'll get onto articulation, so I'll show you how I remove it. Put this arm down there and you just, it's very tight as you can see. Yeah. Alright. There we go. The chainsaw, you just loop it around and it will pop off. And then this will first, see, it looks pretty weird without it. The bar's part of the look, I think. You peg the bar into this top hole here, and this will go in there. And it's kind of glad actually that Neca made this removable. I'm glad that they did that. If that was a deliberate thing, then I'm pretty glad, because it makes it easier to insert it into his hand. So that's a chainsaw. So, articulation, it is the exact same regardless of the head. In fact, first of all, this is a soft vinyl, and the tires are soft rubber. But quite a lot of this is, his torso is also soft rubberish. Yeah, you sort of see it flexing there, but it's got hard inside. So it sits on a ball joint. You can go left and right, up and down, tilt. It doesn't look up very much, but it does look down a decent amount. It won't go up because of his hair. Arms are on pin sockets, so they will rotate as well as hinge. Elbows are also on pin sockets, so they will hinge and rotate. Wrists are on ball joints. They go all the way around, nice range of motion. Hinge up and down, hinge left and right, anywhere, and rotate. Waist is on the ball joint. So you can lift left, right, rotate, and crunch. Not as much as Freddy Krueger. Legs are on the same pin socket joint, so they go forward, back, hinge outward, and they rotate here, which this one is really stiff. As you can see. Knees are also on pin sockets, so they hinge about 45 degrees and rotate. And the feet are on ball joints. And this is Leatherface with Freddy Krueger. This would be a crossover I would pay to see. A Nightmare in Texas. Now, a bit of an update on Freddy Krueger. His waist actually broke, so I pinned it in place, and because of that, his leg also broke off. So I pinned that in place. I'm still fine. Still articulates the same. But, you know, gotta be more careful with him. And as for Leatherface, he has a mod. As you can see, I have cut between his fingers, all four of them, on this hand, to allow him to hold the knife a bit better. They all do it. They all have the cut, as you can see. And it has made the fingers a little weaker, which means they can be flexed out. If I just grab this one here, as you can see, they can all come out. It's very easy. You just slip your knife through. Be careful, obviously, so you don't damage the figure. But it means getting accessories into his hand is going to be a lot easier. He's probably going to still hold them with a tight grip, mind you. And I don't know why I posed him holding the chainsaw one-handed. I just felt like it at the time. So yeah, this has been my video review for Neca Ultimate Leatherface. Great figure. Could do with separated fingers. And I'm happy what we get with him. I was happy with the price that I paid. $21.99. Not bad. Except sometimes these rubber pieces are a little bit finicky, so you gotta be careful with those. And make sure these ones are, you know, tucked in. Because otherwise they're just gonna make the figure look very untidy. Overall, I'm going to give him a solid recommend. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Because the only problem is his fingers, his accessories are a little difficult to hold. And that's the only thing holding this figure back. Overall, good figure. If you enjoyed the review, please leave a like and a comment. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.